Welcome back. Today we are going to see definition of dimension of a vector space. Before going towards the definition, let us see what are the standard bases of R raised to n, Pn of x, and set of matrices having order m by n with real entries. So first of all, for R raised to n. Now, how does your set R raised to n look like? So it is a collection of elements x1, x2 up to so on xn, such that this x1, x2 up to xn are real numbers. So for n is equal to 1. So for n is equal to 1, your vector space is going to be R itself. So in this case, your standard basis is, I will call it as SB, is equal to singleton 1. For n is equal to 2, our vector space will be R2. R2 in the sense, it will be the collection of only two tuples. So set of all x1 comma x2 such that this x1 comma x2 belongs to R. So in this case, our standard basis will be, I will write it here, is equal to 1 0 comma 0 1. So we have already seen this example before, and I will call this vector as E1 and this vector as E2. Basically, these are the standard notations that I used. Now for n is equal to 3, our vector space will be R3, which will be equal to collection of x1, x2, x3 such that this x1, x2, x3 belongs to R. So in this case, our standard basis is 1 0 0 comma 0 1 0 comma 0 0 1. So continuing in this way, at last for V is equal to R raised to n, our standard basis will be SB is equal to set of all 1 comma 0 comma so on up to 0. Now note one thing, whenever we talk about R2, there are two tuples. When we talk about R3, there are three tuples. So in this case, there will be n tuples, right? Comma, our second vector will be 0 1 0, and this will be continued, and the last coordinate will be 0. Now note one thing, this is E1, this is E2, this is E3. So what does this 1 indicate actually? This 1 indicates that there is 1 at first coordinate position and rest of the coordinates are 0. So you can see here E1, so the first coordinate is 1, rest of the coordinates are 0. Over here E2 means second coordinate is 1, rest of the coordinates are 0. So similarly this is also E1. So over here first coordinate is 1 and rest of the coordinates are 0. And this will be continued, and at last we will have 0 0 to so on 0 and 1. Okay, so can you guess what will be this vector? See, 1 is present in the last coordinate, right? So there are how many coordinates in total? n coordinates. So it is En. So note how many vectors this set is containing. This set is containing n vectors. So it means our basis of R raised to n is containing n vectors. If you take any basis of R raised to n, it is going to contain n vectors only. Now next example, that is set of all polynomials a0 plus a1x. This will be continued up to an x raised to n, such that this a0, a1 and so on to an are real numbers. Again, for n is equal to 1, our vector space will be p1 of x, and which will be equal to what? a0 plus what? a1x, such that this a0, a1 belongs to what? R. So in this case, our standard basis is 1 comma x. For n is equal to 2, v is equal to p2 of x. In this case, our set will be a0 plus a1x plus a2x square, such that this a0, a1, a2 belongs to what? R. And over here our standard basis is 1x and x square. So continuing in this way, for v is equal to pn of x, our standard basis will be what? This is equal to 1 comma x square. This will be continued. What will be our last term in this set? See, when we are talking about p2 of x, we go up to what? X square. When we are talking about p1 of x, we go up to x. So when we are talking about pn of x, we'll go up to what? X raised to n. Now note, when n is equal to 1, our basis set is containing 2 vectors. When n is equal to 2, our basis set is containing 3 vectors. So over here, for pn of x, our basis set contains how many vectors? Note, n plus 1 vectors. So if you take any basis of pn of x in general, it is going to contain n plus 1 vectors. Next, about matrices. So this is a collection of set of all aij such that aij's are real numbers. I is varying from 1 to m. This j is varying from 1 to n. Now first case, I will take m to be 2 and to be 2 because we have came across this example many times. So we will be collection of 2 by 2 matrices with real entries. Sometimes it is simply denoted by m2 of r. So it is a collection of set of all a, b, c, d such that a, b, c, d belongs to what? R. So in this case, our standard basis is E11, which is equal to 1 0 0 0. Remember, basis set is always a subset of vector space. So this vector space is a collection of 2 by 2 matrices. So therefore our basis set will also be collection of 2 by 2 matrices. E1 2, which is equal to 0 1 0 0. Next, E21, which is equal to 0 0 1 0, and last one E22, which is equal to 0 0 0 and 1. Note how many vectors this basis set is containing? 4 vectors. Now try to understand this notation part. E11 means at 1st position there is 1 with rest of the entries as 0. E12 means first row, second column. At this position you are having 1, rest of the entries are 0, and so on. Now in general, for if you continue in this way, for V is equal to M of M cross N over R, we have to guess the standard basis. This M2 of R is a collection now of 2 by 2 matrices. So you can simply take the product of M and N, that is 4. So therefore our basis set is containing 4 vectors. So over here, now V is a collection of M by N matrices. So our basis set is going to contain Mn vectors. So the first vector is naturally going to be E11. The second vector is going to be E12. Try to think of a matrix of order M by N, then you will get it. So for explanation purpose, I will write here A11, A12. What will be this entry? First row, and number of columns are N. Over here A21, A22, this will be continued. Second row, nth column, and so on. It will be AM1, AM2, and so on up to what? AMN. So corresponding to each element over here, you will get one basis element actually. So E11, next is E12, so next will be what? You will continue in this way. Actually next will be E13, and you will continue in this way. So you will have E1n. Now corresponding to second row, it will be E21, E22, and so on up to what? E2n, and we will continue in this way, and our next vectors will be EM1, EM2 up to what? EMN. So this will be our standard basis for V. Now note, what is E11? E11 is a matrix of order what? M cross 1 only, having 1th position with rest of the entries as 0. Okay, this is the meaning of E11. Now what will be our E12? Our E12 will be a matrix of order M by N. The only change will be we are going to have 1 at first row and second column position with rest of the entries to be 0. So you can understand the rest of the elements similarly. Note, this set is containing how many vectors? Mn vectors. Okay, simply note this.